Okay. So let's get into the youth aspect, man. So, a lot of people, we all surrounded by the youth, you know what I'm saying? But it take a special kind of person to take them into consideration, their growth and development, you know what I'm saying? How did that start? Was it strictly based off, you know what I'm saying, you knew the need, or was you introduced to it? How did you working directly with the youth start and begin?
Really, like, just branching out from school for real though. And I really didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I got to a point of me, you feel me, having that problem with just transitioning in life for real though. So I really had to set a foundation for real, and I think my foundation started from belief. You know what I'm saying? So really, so much of just getting in tune with God though. You know what I'm saying? Like really figuring out like spirituality though. Like really finding myself in that though. And from there, I don't think many people will believe me, but a lot of the thoughts that I had, like creating a curriculum for the youth, it wasn't for me though. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like it was. No, I don't feel like I know it was though. You know what I'm saying? It was sent to my head to be translated down to paper. You know what I'm saying? I asked God for my purpose,
right?
And everything else started coming after that. You know what I'm saying? And it really happened because of just starting out with school for real though, and just working at the juvenile, just seeing they situations, like it be like little things that I know I've been introduced, or I probably learned on my own, or just by researching it that they could use, and so just giving it to them though, like all you need is game. Right. That's it. You just need to know. You don't know how to handle yourself in certain situations. Like I know a big one is learning how to respond when you feel disrespected. That's one thing that I want to emphasize on that with them, and so much of just realizing like it's guidance though. You know what I'm saying? The lack of guidance.
Okay. Now, growing up in the 90s, early 2000s, we was bad. But these kids now, some of them is bad. You know what I'm saying? So how do you get through to a kid? You know what I'm saying? So you say something to a kid and they tell you to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So what type of tools did you use, you know what I'm saying, to get through to certain kids, and what barriers did you have to break? Did you have to break any barriers personally as far as like socializing or being able to connect with kids? Was that something you was always good at?
Yeah. Like that's been something natural to me, like connecting with the kids. And it'd be more so of me knocking my pride down as a man, and sometimes just going down to their level and bringing them up for real though. Speaking their language though, where they understand, like even so much of like the little terms that they use. You know what I'm saying? Like speaking to them that and showing them that, you know what I'm saying, like it's genuine. Because just like any other human, people can feel when you genuine. You know what I'm saying? They can feel when you like real, or when you got bad intentions for them or something like that. So it's more so, I think it's so much of that, and it's so much me sharing what I'm doing. I don't have something because I know I spotted that it's important for them that they like things for real. They like materialistic things. They like saying if it's gonna work. You get what I'm saying? So I tell them like, hey, I'm a therapist. I do this, I do that. I got this company and stuff like that. And so they see it can work. So now they wouldn't have listened to you. You get what I'm saying? And even so much as just being myself and just giving them game about things and stuff like that. So. And they talk to each other as well. So
right, true. And he real dude, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So is it just young men? Is it men and girls? And is it a difference between relating to the two?
I say the girls, the younger girls, they more so open to like the emotional aspect. Okay. It take a little minute for the young men because it's not the popular thing to do, to be emotional and stuff like that. But once they see, it's usually one thing I do like, and I seen it frequently all the time. Once like the strongest of them in the room start speaking, everybody else will get comfortable. Right. And they chopping it up. So it's usually like you can usually spot out who that is because they'll probably be the most quiet, or they'll kind of be like, all right, yeah, y'all, woo woo. Once they say something, you see everybody else raising their hands and stuff like that. But they all are interested in it. But and they real wise too. They wise, and I think sometimes we talk to them like they kids and they don't know better when they've been exposed to so much. Yeah, I feel like the average lifespan of of a 13-year-old is like the 30-year-old in the 90s. They got ops for real at school. Like, y'all got, that's crazy.
That's why I always say that these kids, they a little bit smarter than us, man, than we was. You know what I'm saying? That I know my 6-year-old daughter would have met me at 6. You know what I'm saying? I would have been probably slow to her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the exposure. They got the iPads, the phones. You know what I'm saying? It starts a lot earlier, just being able to be exposed to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as even as the people finding their sexuality, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know nothing about dykes, excuse me if that's not the proper term, but or gay people till I got to high school, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And now all this stuff, you got people in grammar school saying they think they something else, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely see where you coming from with that.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna, I say, man, I think it's some things shouldn't be exposed to kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Let them be kids, man, and let them figure that out as they grow. Like, it'll be, I don't know, I guess it'll be something natural for them because, like, if it's forced, that's like, I feel like that's pushing the agenda for real though.
It is.
That's just me.
It is. Yeah. It is. Especially, it's a lot of things we can go on and on about it that they try to force on the kids. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and even though the music is culture, a lot of it, but a lot of it is, you know what I'm saying? Kill, fuck your bitch. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Kill your brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that ain't the best way. Especially for in the inner city, you know what I'm saying? For the only thing for a kid to be exposed, like you said, 13-year-old having ops, you know what I'm saying? That ain't even something you should be worried about.
You playing video games, chasing legs.
Exactly,
or
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying? We playing hide and seek, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's definitely a culture shock just from then into now. So you working with the youth, man. You got your thing going on. As an overall, you know what I'm saying? You talked about connecting with the youth. What would you have to say be the most fulfilling part about what you do? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what makes you feel good the most about exactly what you do?
Just the clarity they get, the clarity, and them wanting to, and them admitting. I love when a kid come to me and he or she tells me like, hey, to be honest, I do want to do this though, but I just don't know how to get into it.
Right.
In my head, I be like, you could have just said that, but then I understand like the pressure that they under and stuff, like the peer pressure and stuff like that. Or even so much of them not even having exposure to it.
Right.
So them wanting to make a change, but just not knowing how. And that's doable. That's fixable. That's something we can look up together. We can figure out together. We get resources for you to figure out how to do it though. You know what I'm saying? And just them getting clarity for real though. Like that'd be big for me. Like, so this is what it is. And then helping them just transitioning into like mindsets though.
Okay.
Yeah.